Hey y'all, I'm the Geek Apprentice, and today I'm discussing 5 things I do not regret about my time playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Previously, I made a video discussing 5 things I do regret about my time playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, but I have not poured over 1,100 hours into this game to only have regrets, am I right? So naturally there had to be a follow-up video with a more positive vibe to it, and here it is. The first thing I do not regret is my island name. Pretty much from the moment New Horizons was announced, I was conjuring up ideas. Now at the time, I thought it was going to be for a town. So when I realized it was an island and probably the phrase island was going to be put at the end, I had to change tactics. For months and months, I would write down any little idea I came up with, deciding whether I wanted it to be a geeky theme, like maybe calling it Hogwarts or Burke or Panem. No, I would never actually do Panem, that would be terrible. But I decided I wanted to do something different and unique, hence the name Dandelight Island, a combination of dandy, light, and dandelion. You know, happy things. At times I have wondered if I should have done a more geeky name, like one of the ones I previously mentioned was Burke or New Burke, like from How to Train Your Dragon, but I'm pretty content with what I have. Although, if those rumors about a Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom themed OLED Switch are true, 1, my wallet is going to be very empty, and 2, I will get to have a second island, which I will probably name New Burke Island because How to Train Your Dragon. I love that series. But nevertheless, here we are a few years later, and I still adore the name Dandelight Island. The second thing I don't regret is I have never completely torn down my island and started the game over from scratch. Now, I did mention in the previous video that I regret not taking more time to pick out the layout of my island, but I am glad that I have never stooped to the point of completely dismantling everything, getting rid of my file, the whole shebang. I am not gonna go through that beginning process all over again, earning all of those features, getting all of those DIY recipes, absolutely not. While it takes a long time to gather everything off your island, tear everything down, move all of your villagers and anything else you need to move so that you have a clear island and a clear headspace to be able to start over, it is 100% worth it because you have all of the tools ready at your fingertips. Yes, it adds probably a few hours, but so would starting over. And now that I've redone my island a few times, I can definitely see that this was the way to go, at least for my style of playing. The third thing I don't regret is creating other villager profiles. Some people find it weird to have other profiles on your island that are also played by you, but this was just the strategy I wanted for creating the island I desired. It started when I was doing the recent Cyrus activity and noticed that all of the items I was getting, depending on how you customize them, looked like a church setting. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can have a church on my island. Hence the character of Father Patrick was created, and I love his little house where he has like his own little area in the basement where he gets to sleep and read the Bible, I guess, and there's a little gathering area in the middle, and in the top there's the actual sanctuary, and it's just very me. If you know me, this is just so perfect and I love it. Now, can I do much else with him? No, but I love the look. And recently I decided I wanted to have a sort of Airbnb on my island, and so I came up with the character Winnie, who owns the Airbnb on the beach of my island. My point being, as weird as it is to create fake accounts for your own island, it really helped boost the aesthetic of my island in a way that I was desiring from the get-go. It's not for everyone, especially anyone in a situation where they're sharing a Switch with other household members, but it definitely worked for me and I don't regret it. Number 4 is the use of Amiibo to get the villagers I wanted. Some people would say using Amiibo was a cop-out, that it was a cheat to get the perfect villagers on my island. And you know what? It was. Who cares? Some people are lucky and they get the villagers they want from those first few islands or the first few people that move in. Some people have the patience to wait for the perfect villager to come to their campsite and hope that the person who leaves is someone that you actually want to leave. But that's just not the experience I'm going for. For me, that's like trying to play The Sims without the cheat codes. I mean, come on, EA even encourages the cheat codes for Sims 4. Now I know EA is not a model for gaming, but Still, there's a lot of things you have to take your time with in Animal Crossing New Horizons, so you have to pick your battles, and this was not one of them. So yes, shelling out like 40 bucks on a bunch of those tiny little Amiibo cards from Amazon was totally worth it for me and for my mom as well. She ended up using a lot of those Amiibo cards to be able to get her perfect villager setting, as well as villager settings for my stepdad's islands too. Yes, both my mom and stepdad, and actually one of my brothers, have an island. We're a gaming family here. Although I have yet to convince Geek Husband. We're working on it. Another reason I'm super glad to have the Amiibo is because of the DLC Happy Home Paradise. When you don't like any of the characters that are there with their weird design ideas, just pick up an Amiibo card and use that instead. I know Amiibo cards aren't for everyone, but they were certainly worth it for me. The final thing I do not regret in my time playing Animal Crossing New Horizons is searching out inspiration from other creators. This was something I mentioned in my Things I Do Regret video, saying that I would get envious and feel like I was not really good at creating a good island. But I mentioned that it was bittersweet, and the sweet part is I did get a lot of ideas and motivation. Sometimes I would get down on myself and think that I kind of stunk as an island creator, but other times it gave me the boost I needed to go, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I could create something that cool with my island. I'm gonna get to work. And that's usually what inspired every single time that I completely dismantled my island. I've never regretted doing that. And each time I've done it, I've searched out islands on Pinterest and YouTube and come up with a lot more great ideas that I've implemented to my own design, and each time my island has gotten better and better. So this one really depends on how you go about it. You can either get envious and compare yourself, which, like I said in the last video, is the thief of joy, or you can use it as a source of inspiration. And that's what I've tried to do more often than not. So that's it for my list of 5 things I don't regret in my time playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Be sure to let me know in the comment section below your favorite part of playing this game and things you've done within it that you also don't regret that maybe other people would never take the time to do. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and joining the Geekdom by subscribing as we make our way to 10,000. Massive shout out and thank you to all of my channel members and patrons, especially Joking Batman, Lorulian Sheep, McToppler, and Geek Mom. But anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.